Today, we take a look at the most famous middle school basketball team that has ever existed, the North Coast Blue Chips. You're probably wondering, where are they now? Every great story has a beginning. Let's go back to where it all began, the original Blue Chips. Their team consisted of Bronny James, Coy Thurman, and Gabe Cupps. And as y'all will see throughout the video, there will be just a few new additions. And shout out to D-Rich TV. He was the first to follow the North Coast Blue Chips. I'll get started with none other than Coy Thurman. Coy was the most charismatic on the entire team. He was a fan favorite and really built his name from a combo of how he plays on the court and his ability to get the people going. Coy was typically the facilitator, but he could score when needed. He was getting compared to a young Chris Paul in middle school. These clips are from one of his last tournaments with the North Coast Blue Chips, right before they all started 9th grade. As you can see, the game continued to improve, and he even got bouncier towards the end of high school. Coy averaged 18 points, 4.5 assists, and 2 rebounds at Bucktail High School in Ohio his senior year. He captured a state title. And now, he's a freshman at Purdue Fort Wayne. Next, we have the big man in the middle, Jazair Jackson. He was 6'9", 6'10" in 7th grade. And as you can imagine, he was unstoppable in the paint. The Blue Chips really took a big leap when he was added to the team. The big man demanded double teams and sometimes even triple teams. And those guys still had no answer for him. But he had a major defensive presence as well. He was blocking shots. In 8th grade, he's towering over LeBron. He's shown plenty of potential over the years, but this event at Big Time Vegas, you see that he could really have an NBA future. For high school, Big Ja took his talents to IMG, where he stayed for 2 years. He decided the best thing to help his development would be to join Overtime's OTE League, and he's been there for 2 years. Big Ja is accustomed to winning. He's won an OTE championship in both seasons so far. He was looking like Lakers Shaquille O'Neal at the Blue Chips reunion, rocking 34. He is averaging 16 points and 14 rebounds in the OTE preseason so far. Luke Montgomery never got the shine the others did because he didn't talk a bunch. He just got out there and got the job done. He was the lunch and pail type guy. You know, back you down, give you an easy bucket, one of those. But every great team needs an enforcer. He was an enforcer on the basketball court, but in football, he was an absolute monster. He ended up being the 5th ranked offensive tackle in the nation for the 2023 class. Luke committed to Ohio State, where he's getting PT as a freshman. He was one of just 2 freshmen to play in the Notre Dame game, which is insane. I would not be surprised to hear his name at the NFL draft one day. He wasn't the only one who ended up with gridiron dreams. Rodney Gallagher also chose the football route. He was a star for the Blue Chips and used his athleticism to get a bucket in a variety of ways. He also had a ton of charisma and busted out some dance moves in the Duke locker room, but he was all business between the lines. He played quarterback as a senior and threw for 13 touchdowns and over 1,200 yards. But he went off in basketball too. He averaged 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. But Gallagher was so versatile that he committed to West Virginia to play wide receiver. He played a little bit of receiver his senior year, catching 13 passes for 77 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he also ran the ball. This kid could do everything. Definitely tuning in to West Virginia this year. Next, we have Rayvon Griffith. This kid was a man amongst boys on the Blue Chips. It could be argued that he was the most athletic kid on the court his entire hoops career. He played forward for the Blue Chips and was the definition of a high flyer. After the Blue Chips, he went to Taft, where he led them to a Division III state title as a junior. And then he went to AZ Compass and completed his high school career. He was ranked as high as 54 nationally, which I think they might have been sleeping on him. He went nuts at the Blue Chips reunion. Rayvon is now a freshman at Cincinnati. Gabe Cupps was one of the original Blue Chips from 5th grade. He played with Bronny and Coy all of his middle school career. He was Bronny's shooter the entire time. This kid could shoot so good that he went toe-to-toe with Bron at an event, and this went viral. He became one of the favorites on the squad. And after the Blue Chips, he went on to play AAU with Ray Griffith and Midwest Basketball Club. For high school, he played under his dad, Brooke Cupps, in Centerville. He was a coach's son all throughout. Coach Cupps was there for middle school, AAU, and high school. They won a championship together in 2021. And as a senior, he averaged 15 points, 6.2 assists, and 4.5 rebounds. Him and Bronny reunited in Atlanta, and it was a movie. Shortly after, they met up in Akron. And you know it's not a North Coast Blue Chips reunion without some Gabe Cupps threes. Cupps committed to Indiana, where he's a freshman now. Marquise Mookie Cook was a late addition for the Blue Chips, but nonetheless, he got the job done. Mookie was a problem in 8th grade and is a problem now. For high school, he attended Jefferson in Portland and then transferred to Arizona Compass, where he played with Ray Griffith. LeBron liked him so much that he had him cast as himself in the movie Shooting Stars. Great movie, by the way. But the 6'8" forward committed to Oregon, where he's a freshman now. I'm sure y'all heard of Mikey Williams, one of the most polarizing youth athletes we have ever seen. But he got his start for the Blue Chips after him and Team Thomas won the USBA Nationals versus the Blue Chips a year prior. He joined forces with the North Coast Blue Chips, and their team was unbeatable. Mikey became one of the most popular players on the team and was labeled the best 14-year-old in the world. His fame continued to grow even after the Blue Chips. He played for Compton Magic in the AAU and a few different high schools, but he ended up playing for San Ysidro his senior year. He averaged 24 points and 9 assists. And after high school, he committed to Memphis, where he's currently listed on the roster. However, he has not been with the team because he's facing felony gun charges. The University of Memphis said, while Mikey Williams is enrolled in online classes and remains on the roster, he will not have access to team-related facilities or activities until his pending legal process in California is complete. Either way, I'm hoping to see Mikey out there again. Bronny James was the center of attention throughout the Blue Chips era. It began because his dad was LeGoat James, but people stuck around when they found out how good he really was. We watched him grow up in what felt like overnight, from his first warm-up dunk to becoming a high school phenom. For those that don't know, after the Blue Chips, Bronny went to Sierra Canyon in California and played all 4 years of high school there. His senior year, he averaged 13.8 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 1.8 steals. He was also a McDonald's All-American. Bronny committed to play at USC, and unfortunately, in July, he suffered a cardiac arrest. Thankfully, the first responders worked quick and he underwent a successful surgery. LeBron said at NBA Media Day, he is doing extremely well and aims to play this season. Bronny is a tough kid, but I know they will make the smart decision regarding his health. Either way, I hope to see him play soon. There were a few Blue Chips that were always on the team, one being Grayson Sturry. He had almost 1,400 points in high school and committed to Wittenberg University. Amir Robinson, who's committed to the University of Nevada. And Mike Davis Jr. was at the reunion, but I'm not sure what he's doing as far as basketball goes, but he lives in Chicago. And once again, I want to give the biggest shout out to D-Rich TV. Go check out his YouTube channel. The year after they lost, they went back to win it after this speech.
I mean, obviously I come around and watch it from afar. But y'all gotta understand that when we come to a tournament, y'all come to a tournament, everybody wanna see y'all lose. Y'all don't see that? Like every time we do something good, it's just us fighting for each other. Anytime another team that we go against, the whole goddamn crowd is going crazy. They wanna see us lose. They wanna see us lose. So we gotta approach it like every time we go out to play, we gotta play for one another and nobody else. So we can't have careless turnovers. We can't be out there lollygagging and like I don't care about those. Like I told you, I don't care if they can dunk. I don't care if they can jump over the rim. That's define this right here. Like y'all in the game the whole game, and y'all just let it slip away because y'all let it slip away. They didn't take the game.
It wasn't them.
It wasn't them. It was y'all. We got to know every game we go out here, man, they want to see us lose. All right? Y'all got to know that. Every game they want to see us lose. And we got to come out there every game and like, listen, this is what it is, and it's us against the world.
That's it.
It's us against the world. It's us against everybody else in the country because everybody don't want to see y'all succeed. Because that's all y'all do is succeed. So they want to knock y'all off the top. Now we allow that team over there who shouldn't even be in the championship, playing in the championship. You gotta recognize that, man.
2018 USB National Champion. The North Coast Blue Chip.
I want to see who stuck around for the bonus footage. Let me know who these guys are. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.